been good so far. Easy transition. The guys have been great, accepting me, the new guy. Picking up the offense, and, just building day to day during camp.
Everybody kind of wants to be the guy. Everybody can't be the guy. What's it been like? I know you're only a couple days in here, but what's kind of general impressions of how this thing has gone the first couple of days of competition?
It's gone well. You just got to take it day by day and not worry about what other people are doing. Focus on only what you can control. That's kind of the big thing in this situation, and just getting better as a unit, every day, and working on moving the chains.
There's sort of a perception that this job is there for the taking. It's kind of yours to lose. Do you look at it that way?
Like I said, I'm not going to worry about what's going on around me other than, my teammates, but I'm just trying to focus on getting better every day and moving the chains.
But you didn't come here to sit on the bench,
Well, no, of course not. But, like I said, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to do my part to help this team out, and whatever way that is, I'm good with it.
How's the transition to Blacksburg been?
It's been great. Guys been great. Do a lot of fishing on the weekends with the guys, hanging out. And like I said earlier, it's been nice. They've kind of just really accepted me and brought me in. I know it's not easy having a new guy just come in and be in your locker room, so it's been good.
A little different terrain than Texas.
A little bit different terrain, especially West Texas, where I was before. It's pretty flat out there, so it's a little bit different.
Do you have to ease back on the fishing now that training camp has started, or can you still squeeze in time?
I don't think I'll be fishing any this month, which is pretty disappointing. But came here for football, so that's the main focus.
Football-wise, how different is this offense? You were in that sort of quick strike, get rid of the ball. Right, yeah. How similar or different is what you're doing here?
The way I look at it, football's football. Of course, there's going to be different verbiage, different coaching points, but there's only so many places people can go on the field. So chances are I've run the play, the pass concept, whatever. So it's easy to adapt to it because I've been doing this for 3.5 years, so there's not a whole lot I haven't seen.
As an older guy, do you pick up offenses and learn things faster? That your teammates seem to feel like you've kind of learned things quickly here.
I feel like I've made pretty good progression with it. It's definitely a process. Anytime you're learning a new system, it's going to take a while. But, like I said, being able to have those really short meetings in the summer with Coach Leffler, and then, him emphasizing what I need to focus on and study up on, and then going out there and throwing with receivers on our own, building some timing up, and then getting out here, it's made practice go a lot more smooth. And it takes a lot of pressure off me because now I don't have to worry about, do I have timing with this guy or not, because we've done all that in the summer. Now it's time to, execute the playbook and make first downs.
Obviously, at some point late last season, end of the season, you started to look for a new place to go. When did Virginia Tech sort of come onto your radar, and how did that kind of happen?
I don't remember exactly when, but it couldn't have been more than a couple days after I announced that I was leaving.
And you got in touch, or Leffler got in touch with you, or what happened?
Coach Morris over at Clemson, offense coordinator, was my head coach in high school, and close family friends with him. But apparently him and Shane Beamer were down at the, Senior Bowl, and they got to talking, and then pretty shortly after that, Coach Leffler contacted me. So then we just started building a relationship, and kind of like high school again, going through the whole recruiting process, and obviously really liked what I heard, and when I came up here, what I saw, and excited to be a Hokie.
Scott's a pretty intense dude. What's it like being coached by him?
He's intense. It's great. He pushes us to be as good as we can possibly be each day, and that's important. The quarterback position is a position that everybody's going to be looking at, especially in camp here when the days start to get long and everybody starts to get tired, and him being on our back pushing us to do all the little things right, shows the other guys that, hey, we need to follow them and do what they're doing too.
You met him